What is going on, Star Wars action figure collectors? Welcome back to another episode. Here I have the Micro Machines Death Star playset by Galoob. Now, 90s kids rejoice because I'm going back in time and I'm visiting these tiny little playsets that I loved to play with back in the day, man. These were such a fantastic line. I wish maybe Jazzwares could do, playsets like they used to do in the 90s with all this detail. But here we have the Death Star. Now the figures, I have them out. I've opened it. I already did this off camera, but I'm just showing you guys the packaging before I pull the playset and give you that little bio, so you guys can pause right there if you want to read that. You can see all the different other playsets that used to come in this line. I really do want to collect all of them, so you can hope to see more reviews about this. Now, enough about the packaging. Let me put this aside, juxtapose that, and showcase this beautiful playset. Now, it is half of a Death Star. They did another playset where it's a full Death Star that opens up and gives you a whole different couple scenes. I think it's Bespin, and when you fold it back up, it comes with a Millennium Falcon, I mean. But this one is just half of the Death Star, and it opens up like that, so you get the corridors. There were stickers here. You had to place them. These are over here. These over here. This was cardboard, so you place it down there. Then you stick this little play thing, I guess, play stick, just pointer, and you can, up and down, and you can showcase the X-Wing coming out of the Death Star after shooting it. You get a turret. You got to put a sticker down there too. And that's pretty much about it on the playset. But once you bring in the little play feature that is the minifigures, which, let me put this aside and bring this here. These things are tiny, mate. So it comes with Luke, Vader, R2, Leia, and Han. All right. For being a tiny little set, it does come with really cool little figures. Let me bring in some light so you guys can check these out a little bit better. There you go, a little bit of focus. Now let me start with R2. This thing is tiny, mate, so getting the focus from my camera. There you go. For something this small, dude, the paint applications that Galoob did are great. I just opened up this a couple days ago. It was brand new. Oh, let me get some focus there. It was brand new, and after all these years, this came out in 1994. It's 2025. You can do the math. I'm not showcasing mine. But for something that's been in packaging and still holding true like this, is just fantastic, mate. You do get Darth Vader over here with the stance. He's about to fight Obi-Wan in the corridor. So if you were to place him in the playset, I'll show you guys how it looks after. You got Luke. For something kept in packaging and hasn't lost any paint, hasn't been sun dried at all, and for 25 bucks, I think I did a great job of getting it. Han Solo over here. Something this tiny with such amazing paint applications is just fantastic. Look at that little yellow stripe for the pants, the jacket. And then finally, but not least, is Leia. Right? I think she looks great. No eyes, unfortunately, on these little figures, but you don't really need them. You get the gist of what's going on. Now, along with the playset, you do get this little mini X-Wing. Let me take it out of the little stick that I was showing you earlier. These little X-Wings back in the day, this takes me back, dude. I used to play with these little, I know a lot of you play with the Power of the Force X-Wings or, other X-Wings, but for me, I was the micro kid, and anything micro like this little X-Wing was just fantastic. I wanted to have the 36 X-Wings like this going against the Death Star, just, Anyway, that's just me going back to my childhood, but you guys can see right here, this is Red 5, the little red stripes. There's not much paint application, but on the wings, yes, but under, not really. You don't really need it anyway. It would have been cool if they added the pink, the white pink, booster that it looks like, but they didn't. Maybe I'll paint that into it. It does look great, Can't wait to add more of these into the collection, but for now, I have this to showcase. hope you guys enjoyed the review. Let me just take these guys out and let me show you guys what it would look like if we were playing it back in the 90s, right? It would have been the corridor over here. You could have Vader, or you could have had Han Solo like that. Playability that could have been different anywhere. Now, other than those quarters there, the top half does have a little neat little feature. Pops up. You get the brother and sister jump, supposedly, or at least according to the packaging, that's where they're supposed to be jumping from the hallway to the other side, you know? But yeah, guys. There you have it. That is the Galoob Death Star playset. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the review. I will be doing a couple more. Unfortunately, I don't have enough space here in my desk, but you guys get to see the gist of everything that came into the box, right? So, till the next one, may the force be with you, and hope you enjoyed it. See you guys.